We're here with Alvin Crawford at EdTech Week. Tell us about your EdTech story, Alvin.
Sure. So I'm Alvin Crawford. I've been in the EdTech space for about 26 years. I started at SchoolNet. We grew that. Then I ran knowledge delivery systems, was at public consultancy, Revolution Fruits on the education side. And now I have a startup called EdviceK12. It's really a consultancy. I help K-12 EdTech companies with product market fit and growth strategy.
Very important.
Yeah,
so what does product market fit look like in these days? This is like our time of such great change.
Well, actually, I'll say it's always been whether or not you're clear about what problem you're trying to solve, where you sit in the marketplace, how you're perceived versus your competitors, how this works in a school system or doesn't. And I think the lack of clarity for a lot of companies, they have a great idea, they get some traction, they hire a sales team and don't actually think through all of this.
Yeah.
That's where you can't grow as fast as you could if you had clarity and you have specific target markets that you're going after. So the more clear you are there, the more effective you are at selling. And so that's why I stay busy.
That makes sense. Yes. And there's new companies. There's so many new entrants in the field right now. There's new companies everywhere, companies pivoting, trying to figure out their story in this new generation of technology and funding crisis. So I'm sure there's a lot to talk about.
Oh, there's tons with AI coming in and everyone using AI. The question is, how are you using it? Is it just prompting or are there some really neat strategic things about it?
Yes, they definitely are out there.
Yeah.
Whether or not people are using them, I think is a case-by-case basis.
Right.
It's really interesting. And so what do you make of EdTech Week? What has been some of your takeaways so far?
So I feel bad for a lot of his early startup companies because they're in a phase where there's a lot of uncertainty about what's going on in the market. I think a lot of the presenters have talked about like the uncertainty, new administration, lots of changes, lots of funding uncertainties. So that's been interesting. Good conversations about how to sell in, good conversations about building strong companies, and lots of network. And so networking was always the amazing part of it.
I agree. It's so rare that everybody in the field really comes together. There's a lot of regional conferences that are sort of teacher-friendly or focused, but EdTech itself, just not enough opportunities for people to come together and talk shop.
Absolutely. And this is not as gigantic as some of the other ones where you don't get to see people. This is really authentic connections, which is great. And there's a mix of educators as well. So
yes, I know that there's an educator track, educators learning about AI, all these things. I have not been to any of those sessions yet, but I'm curious how that, have you connected with educators here?
I'm fortunate to know a bunch of educators that were speaking here. I don't think I've seen the teacher and the principal as much as I have seen kind of strategic leaders.
Yeah, district leads, digital leads, that makes sense. But there's some really interesting sessions about, what do K-12 districts really want from EdTech companies? What do they need them to be compliant about and procurement? And I think those are really important conversations to have. Another good group to bring together.
Yeah, and they're happening. And so there are the standards, the AI policy guidelines and all that. So there's some good conversations and I've seen a lot of people I haven't seen in Europe.
Yeah, so it's so nice to bring people together. Well, thanks so much for being here with us on EdTech Insiders.
Yeah, and thanks for EdTech Insiders.
Oh,
it's been amazing.
It's been a blast. It's always been fun. Cool. Thanks for being part of the community as well.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.